I'm alive.
Kind of. T80s and all sorts of stuff on there.
Oh yeah.
Full. Yes, I did catch it.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the Thin Brown Line Airsoft YouTube channel. I'm Mark, or Sherman, and today I've actually been requested by the lovely fellows over at Sherwood Recon Airsoft team to do a sort of a starting pistol going up to some of your higher tiers, because they keep getting asked the same blinking questions, and they thought it might be an idea for somebody with a bit of a easier public outlet where I'm actually talking at you to go through a few. So I have a lovely assistant who's going to keep off camera, because I've told him to, because he's ugly as fuck. So I'll be handed pistols and I'm going to go through some stuff, and I'm getting all sorts of faces now. Great. So we're going to start off. To be honest, I get asked the same sort of question as well. Get asked ideal starter pistols. Now, me personally, I started off with one of these. Now, there is a review earlier in my channel, so this isn't going to be a review video. This is just going to go through some of the benefits and some of the pitfalls with some of the lower end and some of the higher end pistols. So, this is a HFC non-blowback green gas or CO2, because I've got CO2 mags for it as well. There's something about CO2 mags in this, which, yeah, first gone now. And these retail at about £35. So if you're after a cheap pistol to start you off, fantastic. Weighs next to nothing. But yes, if it's going to be your first pistol, don't run the CO2, because when I put CO2 on in this, I have to use my carbine kit in it, use it in a carbine kit, and it becomes a DMR, because it fires at about 400 FPS. And the green gas, though, it fires at about 290, 310, so it's pretty good. But if you don't want a gas pistol as your first gun, or first sidearm, I also have my lovely assistant, one of these. Everybody knows this, this silhouette. This one is an AEP. So just like most of you will be getting like your Raiders, your Combat Masters, your Cymer AKs as your first assault rifles. I'm going to do a video on assault rifles at some point, but this is a battery powered one. It's not got a mag in it. It takes little mags. They are 16 round mags, and it's got I think it's still got a battery in it. Yes, I will be doing a proper review on this one, but you've got same as an assault rifle, and I know this is clear 100%. You've got options, and like I say, it's batteries, so basically you charge it up, you stick your BBs in, costs you a note to run. So I would say if you're starting playing airsoft in winter and you want a first sidearm, an AEP is pretty damn good, because you've not got to worry about temperature differences with your gas. So we shall move up. Next here, no, it isn't the same gun. I actually have another model. In fact, I'll hold both these up together. Thank you. These are, and they get a lot of hate, but these are both Raven pistols. This is a Raven MEU 1911, and this is a Raven MEU G17. Yes, I'm getting nodded at. G17. So this is the semi-auto only Glock, unlike the 18, which is full auto. But these are both EU17. Yeah. Filling up a box like I'm dumb. You all know I am, but shh. These are both. I'm not going to do too much in this because I've got a video on this one and everybody knows. But these. Oh, sorry. That's the a bit handy myself. The AEP. They retail at about £55 to £60. So a few quid more than the non-blowback, but still cheaper than what these are. These, there's about a tenner in it. They're about £75 to £85. And obviously then you've got your additional price of gas on. These actually do function like your real pistols. So the slider comes back and fires forward every time you fire. These, again, have got no mags in them. So they both, there's a bit more realism with these ones. So if you're going to go for these, I'd say, again, it's dependent on budget. Like I say, this was actually one of my first proper not blowback pistols, and never let me down. Functions, takes down just like a real one, obviously without the end result of the person not getting back up. So, and I'll say you can get them in different platforms, but I just happen to have the Glock version and the 1911 version in front of me. If, however, around the same price point, you want something slightly different and more challenging, personally, I wouldn't suggest going for one of these for a first sidearm unless it's a themed game. But this is an SRC Titan revolver. These retail a little bit more, about £110. These are traditional revolver style, so your cylinder comes out, spins around. You get the plastic or metal bullets with the BBs that slot in the back of them. Grip comes off, CO2 cartridge goes in, tighten it up, psst, fire, fire, fire. Job good. Job good. Job good. Me English could speak. Job's a good gym. But like I say, these are you've got a bit of a disadvantage because all those other pistols, I think the one with the lowest round count is the AEP with 16 rounds, and everything else goes up to about 25, 26 from there on one mag. You get 6. Then you got to reload. But, like I say, it's different. So if you want something different, by all means. And in the same sort of price bracket, this is I would say the bottom tier of this particular very, very recognizable pistol platform again. The High Kappa. You'll notice there's no mag in this either. And no, it's not been fucking HPA tapped either. These can be HPA tapped. Don't, because I'll find you and I'll kill you. Repeatedly. Okay. Anyway, these are basically like my Raven 1911. It's based off a 1911. It's actually based off a 2011, which is just more of a race gun style one. Again, full metal, slidey all locks back, fires. You've got more cutouts. It's more of a Gucci 1911, really. And they're very popular with speed softers and CQB players. I don't mind CQB players. But these are around about £110 for a lower grade one. They go up to stupid money. My glamorous assistant is going on. Yeah, they go up to stupid money. They do get expensive. But, I mean, there is so much you can do with these. If you plan on running pistols a lot and you like this sort of thing, they are bloody good. Even though I don't run one, and I probably won't, but there is a lot you can do to a High Kappa. Up to you. Right. Then we start moving on to the big boys. I remember they ranged from sort of 35 up to about £110. Now this is I wouldn't say lower end of the scale of this particular brand. Now anybody who's ever done anything in airsoft will know this brand. Tokyo Marui, the daddy. This one, admittedly the slide's been seen at better days, but this one is a Glock 18C, which means it's got the fun switch on a 26 round mag. Empty. But these start at about £140 if you can find them. Because the thing about Glock pistols is, yes, they're very good. Yes, they ain't the cheapest in the world. But there's a reason why they are very good and ain't the cheapest in the world. And they are also now rare as rocking horse doodah. So you'll struggle to find one in stock, and when you do, you will pay for them. Again, I've shown you 2 Glocks already. Yes, I've shown you 2 Glocks already. Oh dear God. I've shown you 2 Glocks already. Same as any other Glock. This one just got on the back here, up is single, down is full auto. Brilliant sniper sidearm, actually, because you have a panic switch when they get too close and you go to get rid of them. So yes, that is up to you sort of about 140-ish and up, like I say, depending on how nice friends are, if they're selling them, or where you find them in stock. And then we go a little bit more Gucci. Now this one actually needs some repairs, but then we've got another, just an example of another TM. This one is a Tokyo Marui Samurai Edge M9 Resident Evil Edition. And this is actually Jill's, I believe. Anybody who is familiar with the franchise, which if you're not, you've been sleeping under a rock. But this is Jill Valentine's Edition 1, standard police issue M9. But these start at, again, these are actually even rarer than a 18C Tokyo Marui Glock. These ones start at about £170 if you can find them in stock. So that was just a little rundown on sort of pistol tiers. Tiers is a bit of a subject at the minute, isn't it? But pistol tiers, if you have any legitimate questions on pistol types, starting, my opinions on best starting pistols, brands, things like that, feel free to pop them in the comments. You can pick up most of these ones that aren't rare as Rocky North Poop from my local shop, UK Airsoft. Oh, what? I will stick a link in the comments below. Most of the prices I actually grabbed for these were off of like their website, so you might find them cheaper, possibly. You might find them more expensive, but they're about in the middle. So I just went off them because I spent, well, anybody who lives in my sort of area on here knows I spend a lot of my time in there, like a lot. So I just went, they're my go-to. I'm pretty much always down there. So I'll stick links for them in there. Yeah, feel free to give me a shout. What you need to know. I'm always willing to help. Most of you have commented before. I pretty much comment pretty quickly anyway. And it saves bugging other people who might not have the time, because you all know that I'm a lonely sad old git and I've got lots of time on my hands. So, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click that bell icon so you actually get notified when I actually upload a video, which seems to be a little lot more often now, seeing as I seem to have actually gained a feckin' manager this year. Yeah, you heard him. Got a gun pointed on me. I'm doing it under duress. But yes, and I'll see you in the next one.